Hi there. Uh, Another CD update. Month of September has ended, October has started, so it's time for another update. How this works is quite simple. These are the ones I really enjoyed in the month of September. I listened to a lot more, which are located over there. Every CD I pick up is in that bookcase, and I don't pick out, but I pick the first in line to be listened to. And then in the end, I have a little pile of CDs that I enjoy. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but the month of September was quite fruitful, so let's get started. This is Music in My Head, Volume 2, which is a companion CD series based on this book, which is... I don't think it's a non-fiction book, but it's about African musicians and African music, and that's what you get here. You get African music. The subtitle is Guitars Are From Mars, Bellafons Are From Venus. Don't really know it. It's from a label called Stearns Africa. I don't have the first one. I never heard the first one in this series, but what you get is these artists: Etoile de Dakar, Tion Sek, Usman Kouyaté, Youssou N'Dour, I know that one, Orchestra Baobab, Keritigui et ses Tamborines, 22 Band, Super Diamono, Rail Band, Aminata Fall, Super Mama Jumbo, and Bala et ses Paladins. Those names. What you get is a mix of sort of old school African music and newer African music. It's not really Afro-funk. It's basically traditional African music that you hear here. I enjoyed it. That's why I'm showing it. And it's not something you see that often. So if you do see it and you're interested in world music, pick it up. Then we have Sonny Rollins Volume 2. This is the French reissue on the Blue Note collection series, which, I mean, the last title is actually Poor Butterfly, but they translated it to Pour Butterfly. For Butterfly. Anyway, it's great music. I really enjoyed this. Classic jazz, 1957, if I'm not mistaken. The CD is from 1997. Essential jazz, I would say. Then from the same artist, I picked up this one. This is Without a Song, the 9/11 concert. I kind of expected this to be more introverted, more quiet, more spiritual, but it's just swinging bebop or post-bop. I don't know what he plays, but this was recorded September 15, 2001 in Boston, a couple of days after the 9/11 tragedy. And it's really good, but I expected something more hushed down. But basically what he does is he wants to clear people from the, disaster that happened, to get their minds off of that. And that works in that case, but I would have preferred it to be a little bit more, quieter and spiritual. This is Up Above My Head by Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Came out in 2012. It's on Not Now Music. It's 2 CDs worth of Sister Rosetta Tharpe, who, is sort of a blues, gospel, rock and roll artist. I think Elvis recorded Hound Dog, which was first recorded by her. That's not on here. This is very much a blues and gospel thing. It's really, really good. I like her voice. I like her playing. This is old school blues, and I like that. You know, I don't really care for newer blues, but this is good. Then we have Drizzabone with Conspiracy. This is an album that came out in, let me see, 1994, at the height of the acid jazz scene. And this is acid jazz, kind of more soulful, and it's released on a label called Fourth and Broadway, which was not a big player in the whole acid jazz scene. They did a little bit more of a hip hop thing, but it's funky, it's soulful, it's jazzy, it's what you expect from acid jazz, and it's really, really good. Yeah, I think they're from the UK, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, this is a label that is an interesting label. It's not that well known as, let's say, the acid jazz label or Talking Loud, but it is an interesting label. So if you see anything by Fourth and Broadway, give it a shot. It ain't bad. Then we have Daan with Simple. Daan is the lead singer of a Belgian art rock group called Dedmon Ray. And the funny thing is, this packaging is basically what started, this type of packaging was started in Dedmon Ray. So the whole cardboard sleeve thing and the record coming out here. That's what Dedmon Ray did, and Daan, when he went solo, he continued that. That's a really cool thing. What is it? It is art rock type music, not as much as Dedmon Ray, which is a lot more heavier and crazier and more out there. This is more toned down, but you still hear that this guy has a foot in the art rock scene. I kind of compared it to Scott Walker, a modern day Scott Walker, you could say. Not the experimental Scott Walker, but the crooner Scott Walker. But this is really, really good. It's really hard to get his albums at a Goodwill, because these CDs are all Goodwill. So this was a good find. Another really good find is this one. This is the RH Factor with Strength EP. Well, EP, it's nearly an hour long, and I'm going to take a little sip of coffee. Cheers. But it's nearly an hour long. I think it's 55 minutes. But what this is a little project started by Roy Hargrove, who's a jazz musician. He's a trumpeter. It has a little bit of vocals. It's mostly instrumental. It's jazz. It's jazz funk. It's kind of a hip hop vibe to it. It's on Verve Records, if you can see it. I really dig this. This is some good stuff. Came out in 2004. But yeah, this is good stuff. Not that well known, but should be more well known. Two more. Alice in Chains. Excuse me. MTV Unplugged. Now, when this came out in 1996, I was still big into grunge music. Did not own this. I did see it when it was broadcast for the first time, and I really dug it then. When I hear it now, it's good, but I prefer their studio albums. They do nice versions, but I want more of the aggressiveness of Alice in Chains' first albums. But yeah, this was a great find. This was a great, enjoyable listen. Alice in Chains. And the last one is the Jungle Brothers. JB's with the Remedy. Okay, now this is their third album from 1993, and it's a weird one. It is a weird one. There's no hit on here. Maybe My Jimmy Weighs a Ton. That's maybe a hit. I don't remember it. But in between, you have these experimental beats, loops, crazy things that they do, which I did not expect. I expected it to be a lot more jazzy, funky, and not so much experimental. And I understand why this album is not so much loved by people who love the Jungle Brothers and De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest and that whole group of native tongue artists, because it's a little bit more experimental. I did enjoy it. Not as much as their first two, I must admit, but great find, Jungle Brothers. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye.